climax of Experiment in Terror was filmed during an actual game at Candlestick Park the night of August 18th, 1961. So let's get the important stuff out of the way first. The Giants beat the Dodgers 2-1. Willie McCovey hit a game-tying homer off Don Drysdale in the 7th. Orlando Cepeda won it with a bomb in the bottom of the 10th. As a bonus, fans who stuck around braving the Stick's legendary Arctic winds got to see a post-game aerial show culminating with a guy getting gunned down on the pitcher's mound. All in all, a fine night of entertainment at the old ball yard. Ross Martin must have enjoyed that unique and exclusive credit he gets at the end. Red Lynch was a new kind of movie villain, and that his psychopathy goes unexplained. He's just a freakish bundle of bad impulses. I dare say the role was influential. Since then, we've seen more than a few cross-dressing killers and asthmatic nut jobs. In fact, as a longtime sufferer of a respiratory illness, I think it's high time that we band together to end this horrid depiction of asthmatics as sociopaths. Let's skip it. There's a long tradition of villains with inhalers going back all the way to Richard Widmark in 1948's The Street with No Name and Gary Merrill in 1950's Where the Sidewalk Ends. Red Lynch's use of disguises foreshadows Ross Martin's most famous role as Artemus Gordon in The Wild Wild West, where every week he'd don disguises to help his pal James West solve crimes in the Old West. Man, I love that show. Although the writers of Experiment in Terror, Gordon and Mildred Gordon, specialized in police procedurals, Blake Edwards was clearly more interested in the Hitchcockian elements of this story. By 1962, he could cherry-pick from the master of suspense. We've got the telephonic terror of Dial M for Murder, an unhinged cross-dressing antagonist a la Psycho, the same urban backdrop as Vertigo, and a beautiful blonde in Mortal Danger, just like in, well, take your pick. It's clear Edwards enjoyed making this film, because for the first time he wallows in stylish technique, having a ball staging several cinematic set pieces. This film was definitely a transitional pivot point between the old school, think Glenn Ford and The Big Heat, and the coming wave of stalker and slasher movies. Right after making this, Lee Remick made another film with Blake Edwards, also shot in San Francisco, Days of Wine and Roses. She and co-star Jack Lemmon would both be nominated for Oscars, and Henry Mancini would win one, along with lyricist Johnny Mercer, for its now famous theme song. I wish Lee Remick had made more films that fit in Noir Alley. For an actress who started out being groomed as an all-American version of Brigitte Bardot, she blew right through that phase to become one of the best dramatic actresses of the era. If you think either A Face in the Crowd or Anatomy of a Murder qualifies as noir, let me hear about it on the Noir Alley Facebook page or Twitter feed. Those are both great films featuring a young Lee Remick. Are they noir enough for the alley? Next week's offering certainly is. It's Abandoned, a rarity from 1949 starring Dennis O'Keefe and Gail Storm, and it has never been shown before on TCM. You will not want to miss it, especially as it's the only film in which both Raymond Burr and Mike Mazurki appeared together. Think you can handle it? We'll find out next week. Till then, see you in the shadows.